This is Talk of the Town, a weekly program featuring community events happening in and around Northeast Michigan, with your host, Nancy Smithem, and the latest news from Alpena Community College with Dr. Olin Joyton. And now, today's Talk of the Town.
Good morning and welcome to Talk of the Town. I'm Nancy Smithem. My first guest today is Stephanie Gandulla, and she is from Thunder Bay National Marine Sanctuary. Good morning.
Good morning, Nancy.
How are you today?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
Good, and I know things are always crazy over at NOAA, over at the Marine Sanctuary. I know that, and now this time of year it gets a little crazier because it's Maritime Festival time.
That's right. Definitely busy, for sure. We're preparing for the 12th annual Maritime Festival, and lots of activity at the sanctuary as we build up for that. And it's going to be as usual. It's going to be a fun one. All sorts of activities. I like to think of it as it's something you can come. There's something for everybody in the family to do. The little ones, the adults. You could stay there for the whole day, really. It runs from 10 to 6 on Wednesday, July 4, and we're going to have all sorts of food. The Rogers City Kiwanis, Nowickies, JJ's.
Wow.
The North Country Gifts with their ice cream.
Oh, yes.
New this year is going to be B&B Barbecue.
Oh, yay.
So all sorts of tasty treats. And then all sorts of activities for the kids. In fact, right now, the education team is planning some new and fun, exciting educational activities for kids of all ages. And then we'll have the blow-up water slide
for
the kids to play on. And, of course, the entertainment. The Song of the Lakes will be performing. Project Lakeville will be doing their interpretation, their interpretive historical interpretation, and then Gino Pecor and Hips and Rico. And I don't know if you caught Hips and Rico last year. It was their first year performing at Maritime Fest, and they're a blues and jazz duo, and a really energetic, fun group.
And except for the food, everything is free.
Everything is free. There is a minimal charge for the bouncy toys, the water slide.
Okay.
But yep, it's free. And there's even more activities. We have the tank, the big tank there, where there's going to be kayaks to try out. And of course, the cardboard boat regatta, which is in its second year.
I saw the pictures from last year. It looked like it was pretty fun, and they actually floated.
I was amazed.
I know.
I have to admit, I was
move
amazed.
Fast.
Right, and we weren't sure, are they really going to make it across the Thunder Bay River? And most of them did, and the ones that didn't were, of course, amusing to watch sink. So.
And the best part is the parade ends there.
Right.
So if you're following the parade, go there. You can see it's the best seat in the house. See it, get a good seat to get started with all the fun and the festivities. Right. And then if not, the bridge makes it so convenient to walk across, and there's lots of parking all over. So there's no reason that you can't get there and find a good parking spot and enjoy everything.
That's right, yeah. And we had literally hundreds of spectators last year for the cardboard boat race. And we're expecting, we had about 15 teams sign up last year, and we're expecting even more this year.
Yay.
And so the deadline is not till next week, June 27th. So if folks want to build a cardboard boat, there's still a chance to do that. And we've got lots of cool prizes. And of course, if you do win, the fame of winning the cardboard boat race.
And then you're doing something to honor Jacques Cousteau.
We are indeed. That's actually tomorrow.
Yes, it is.
Yep, June 25th, sanctuary-wide. Of course, as you know, we're part of a bigger system.
Yes.
There's the 13 sites across the U.S., and all of the sites are celebrating Cousteau's life and his work. For 87 years, he made films, and I just read this, he made over 120 documentaries, inspiring folks to really treasure their oceans and their inland seas like we have here. And so tomorrow we'll be showing back-to-back Cousteau films, and we'll have free popcorn if you're wearing the iconic red Cousteau watch cap.
Okay.
So popcorn and movies at the sanctuary tomorrow.
Okay, that'll be fun. And what else is happening?
Well, I'd like to say that there is always something going on at the sanctuary, and really here in Alpena. And on July 20th and 21st, the flagship Niagara is going to be visiting, and that's really exciting. They are coming as part of an educational cruise, but while they're here, they're going to open up for dockside tours. And so from 10 to 4, and they may expand this time, so stay tuned for announcements. But so it's Friday and Saturday, July 20th and 21st. They'll be doing dockside tours from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. For adults, it's $6, and for kids, it's $4, and you get a full tour of this rebuilt flagship Niagara, which was it's really timely that they're here because they were such a important ship in the War of 1812. And
Perfect.
and there's also opportunities to book private events.
Oh, there is?
Yeah, on the Niagara.
Oh, wow.
So if you want to throw a really good party.
Special party that someone else can't copy or
right,
follow.
yeah. And I've been hearing folks talk about maybe planning wedding receptions on board, or a cocktail party or something fun like that.
That would be great.
But what a special place to do it.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, and always the glass bottom boat tours.
Right, and those are in full swing now. We celebrated in May, we celebrated having more than 1,000 students got to go out on classroom cruises. And those cruises had every age from literally kindergartners up to high school age students got to go out and really experience firsthand the Great Lakes. And so we looked at natural resources, the Reef Restoration Project, and of course talked a lot about shipwrecks.
It was so so wonderful to see the Lady Michigan. Lady Michigan go up the river and hear the bridge. Unless you're on the bridge. I happened to be on the bridge one day when the alarm sounded. I thought, oh no!
Right.
Just hurried a little faster and got off the bridge. But it's pretty exciting, and what a wonderful thing. And people say that there's nothing to do in Alpena. Oh my goodness, there's so much to do all the time. And you have your kayaks also.
Well, actually, there's a new company in town that's running kayaks, and the dive shop just opened across the street, so now we have a couple dive shops in town.
Right.
So there's lots of opportunities to actually get out in the water, whether you're a diver or a kayaker or a snorkeler or a glass bottom boat watcher.
And you have a wonderful volunteer group too.
We do, and I wanted to mention that because Maritime Fest, as our biggest outreach event of the year, it's also our biggest volunteer opportunity of the year. And if anyone is interested in volunteering, please give me a call at the sanctuary at 356-8805 extension 38. We'll get you a volunteer application, and it's really a fun thing in the community to be a part of. And Maritime Fest, if you haven't volunteered, is a blast.
And just to be part of what you folks do there, it's just unbelievable. I know every time Jeff is here, I say it every time, just open the guest book sometime and see where people come from that come to the sanctuary. It's unbelievable. The countries, the states, the counties, the places that people come to see, what we have to offer here. It's unbelievable.
Yep, from all over.
Okay, once again, Maritime Festival, Wednesday, July 4th.
That's right.
From 10 a.m. until 6 p.m.
Yep.
Food, fun, entertainment. The little bouncy houses have a little fee, and you have to purchase your own food, but everything else is free.
That's right.
Educational, fun activities. Don't miss it.
Cardboard boat race.
Yes.
Still time to make a boat.
Yes. And just look on website. You can find some pictures of last year's events to see how they built theirs.
Right.
Stephanie, thank you so much for being here, and I'll look forward to next month hearing some more wonderful, exciting things about the sanctuary.
Yes. Thank you, Nancy.
Thank you. I'll be right back with Peggy Donakowski, and we're going to talk about the Michigan Brown Trout Festival following these messages. Good morning and welcome back again. I'm with Peggy Donakowski, who is the president of the 38th Annual Brown Trout Festival. Good morning, Peggy.
Oh, good morning, Nance.
We think about how much fun the Brown Trout Festival is, about the economic impact to our community. We think about festivals in other towns that have kind of gone away, fallen apart. Ours just keeps getting bigger and better.
There's more. There's lots. We're adding to it this year again.
And actually, this is the cover of the new one, and this was designed locally.
By Taylor Kind. And she's a student at the high school. And that design will also appear on this year's T-shirts. You're going to see it all over town.
It's a very nice design.
She did a good job.
Yes, she did.
Good job.
All right, so I know we have a lot to talk about. So let's start with what's new and different this year.
Okay, what's new and different is going to be wine tasting. And we are teaming up with Neiman's Family Market and with Alpena Beverage. And that's going to be in the Summit Sports parking lot. And that'll be Saturday, the first Saturday. And it'll be approximately from noon till around 6.
Wow.
So come taste wine, buy a glass, get some tickets, and enjoy that. It's going to be nice.
Oh, it will be. That'll be fun.
That's new.
Okay, because during the day, there's usually not a whole lot going on, so that's a wonderful time to do it, too.
Right.
I mean, the Arts and Crafts Show is going on, of course, which is a very important event, and we all go to that.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. And the other thing, our theme this year is Welcome Home.
Oh, good.
We want friends, family, everyone to feel welcome this year because there's something for everyone to do, from the adults to the children, the entertainment.
Okay.
And new this year for the Children's Family Day, that first Sunday, we are teaming up with the CRTC. They are bringing in the fire rigs and other big units for the kids.
Ooh.
Yep, so a few activities and that and some snacks and stuff. And they'll get to go on the fire trucks, the Zonta smokehouse, the home, and so they'll have lots to do. Lots.
Okay, wonderful.
The first Thursday, July 12th, is that fish fry kickoff family dinner.
Yes, and that was so awesome last year.
Yep.
What a wonderful event.
We ran out of tickets, and this year we're planning for 500.
Okay,
so there's
good.
plenty of fish, teaming up with JJ's again.
Okay, and he did a wonderful job.
Yep, he'll be cooking that again. Tickets going to be $9, 5 and under free. Buy them right at the tent. Also new this year in the big tent, the Alpena Horsemen's Club is bringing in Annabelle Road.
Ooh.
Thursday.
Yay.
There's so much entertainment in that big tent. And the tickets are only $5 for that.
Oh, perfect.
Yep, so they're bringing here on July 19th, Thursday.
Okay.
We'll have the listener appreciation nights from the local radio stations. Bay 108's bringing in Jedi Mind Trip, and that's with their Bay Bash, their famous Wednesday night. Bobby Rigg will be the Wave band, and with the Hideaway reunion, and we're really excited about that. And
what day will that one be, Peg?
He is on Friday, the
second Friday, okay.
Yep. And Gunner and the Grizzly Boys, once again, by WATZ. Okay. And that was a huge hit, too.
Oh, yes, it will be again.
Yep. Friends Together, once again, bringing in dueling pianos.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was nice last year. They're going to bring them in again in the Big Tent, and that'll be fun. Let's see. Oh, something else new. We're going to be selling bracelets, those little bracelets that are going to be $2, and they're all going to be numbered. And Lafarge has teamed up with us on that. And you have 3 chances to win cash at the Brown Trout Festival. Ooh. Out of the 10-day period, there's 3 that we're going to choose. And you have to be, the bracelet has to be present to win. So if your friends can't make it and they're working, send the bracelets. We don't care if they come up to the elbows or top of the arm. Bring it. You still, whoever has that number, they win that money.
Perfect.
Yeah, and there's 3 different opportunities.
And what is the big giveaway this year for tickets?
It is the New Holland Rustler UTV.
Ooh.
Second place prize, $2,000. Third place prize, $1,000.
And tickets will be available there from any of the sponsoring, or
They're there, all the volunteer groups.
Yes.
All the volunteer groups, yep, make sure you get your tickets. Because last year we had this Holland Rustler there to haul stuff around the brown trout. Everyone loved it.
Yes.
So they said they'd rather have this vehicle. So
that is a wonderful vehicle.
It's a nice one.
Okay, and then we have a tendency to forget that this is a fishing tournament. So what's happening with fishing?
New to the fishing, all walleye. All walleye fishermen were calling out. This year we have a $6,000 first place prize money and a 95% payout on the other places.
Perfect.
We've never had $6,000.
That's great.
So there's no reason for these walleyes from south and north to come to our tournament and fish.
Oh, yes, they should be.
Yep, all the brochures are out, and last year I think it was only $1,000, and years prior. This year's $6,000. And with that 95% payout means however many boats get registered this year, you know, if there's 50 boats or whatever, 95% of that registration money goes back to the guys.
Perfect.
Yep, and they're catching walleye now, I hear, so there's no reason. There'll be some left.
Okay, so if they want to register, they can get one of these booklets. There's a form right in here to register.
Yep, pre-register, get in. There's going to be a lot of increases in prize monies and trophies and stuff.
And then the regular tournament, it's $175 a boat or $35 an individual. Then there's a 2-day walleye tournament, fees $250. The big fish pot, it's a 1-day pass, and that's $15. And the Ladies Classic, July 19th. Everybody loves the Ladies Classic.
Yep. Ladies go out early, they fish. We've had, they've been topping the boat list. They've been topping entries for the Ladies' Day. It's amazing. It's amazing, those gals, that they go out there and fish. I did it a couple times. I was so glad to see land.
I bet. And then the first Friday, which is the 13th or 14th? It's the 14th. The first Friday is Good Morning Alpena in the morning at the Big Tent. So make sure you call the Chamber of Commerce, 354-4181 and RSVP. And then that night is the Jimmy Buffett night.
Yes, that's outside in the small tent. It's going to be great.
It's always so much fun. Our friends at Huron Distributors come down and they show us a good time.
They show us a good time. And we'll have the tent covered in case of rain this year. Heaven forbid. We've got the whole area covered in tent this year, that area. So from the Porta-John area to the band area, it's going to be closed in. It's going to be changed around a little bit this year. So if someone wants to come and listen to the weigh-ins, they won't have, perhaps, hopefully, not such a hard time hearing.
Okay.
But we're going to switch the band a little further away from that. But vendors will be there. Great food again. JJ's trailer, cotton candy, and all that good stuff. And new this year will be a Mexican vendor.
Oh, good.
Mexican authentic food. So we're looking forward to it. It'll be bigger and better, and there's something, like I said, for everyone to come on down. And every day, a lot of the small tent bands will be playing from 6 to 10 this year.
Okay.
We found that the guys coming in and weighing in, some people couldn't get down there. By the time they get out of work, it's 5:30, 6 o'clock. So we made it a little bit more convenient for them to come down for evenings.
And when you're sitting out there under that little tent in the evenings, hearing a band play, seeing all your neighbors, all your friends, and
it's like being in the big cities.
It is. It's just so wonderful. It's like you said, it's welcome home. It's like a reunion. It's time for everybody to come down, have fun, enjoy the festivities, and thank the member group, thank the committee, thank the people that are putting on. No one gets paid to do this. It's something that they bring to Alpena. And I always say it's the only time during the year you can't make a left on one light in Alpena. You have to wait for 2 lefts, as during Brown Trout Festival.
Forgot about that part. But also the volunteer groups. All those volunteer groups, that couldn't be done without them. Each full-time club puts in 220 hours.
Wow.
So their members have to split those hours up.
Yes.
And new to our clubs this year is the Shelter Inc.
Oh, yay.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yep.
And then I have to put in a plug for my Optimist Club because we do the Kids Fishing Day, too.
Oh, yes. Yep.
And that's a wonderful event for kids. And
I think it's Thursday.
Is
it Thursday?
It's Thursday.
Thursday.
It's the first Thursday.
Kids love that.
Yeah, so come down, bring your children down. Another free event, just a lot of fun. If you want to volunteer to help, give us a call. You want to donate some prizes or items for the kids, let us know, because it's just truly a wonderful event for the kids.
It is.
A chance to fish and take a fish home with them.
Yeah. Lucky parents.
Yes. And then Kids Day again, like you said, all kinds of new things. That's a wonderful day. Another wonderful event with free stuff for kids all day long.
Make sure parents bring cameras this year because they'll be able to take their pictures with the fire trucks and the tanks and all that good stuff. So make sure you bring cameras.
And that, like I said, that day, if you miss that day, there's free food, free entertainment, free fun, kids to do stuff all day long.
Yep.
And like I said to Stephanie, our last guest, people think there's nothing to do in Alpena, but holy smokes, during Brown Trout Festival time, there's a lot to do. So just from all of us here at WBKBTV to all of you, thank you so much for all the hours that you put in, the time and the energy, because this is a wonderful economic impact on our community.
It is.
The hotels get filled up, the restaurants get filled up, people are buying gas for their boats, they're buying food to take out on their boats, they're visiting the restaurants. The non-fishing people are going out and shopping in downtown Alpena, enjoying sidewalk sales and all that the downtown has to offer, and visiting all the other businesses in town. So it is a great event. Plus, you're buying insurance from local vendors. You're selling products. You're giving people a chance to come in. The Arts and Crafts Show joins in. My Shelter Inc. Garden Walk is that Saturday, the 15th, and it's just a wonderful event for everyone.
The July is booked, just totally booked. One other, oh my gosh, I forgot the other event that we were going to do.
Keep talking, it'll come to you.
I just lost my train of thought.
But the whole event is the July 13th through the 22nd. Zonta Club will be there selling T-shirts and all the stuff you need. You have to get your T-shirt. And the mugs, I'm sure the mugs will be sold
Mugs will be there, pink, lime green. So start collecting them. Yeah, last year was I think the first year that we did that.
Happens to be my 2 favorite colors.
I know. And the other new thing that we're doing is we're welcoming any business and or families, and it doesn't have to be just downtown, to put a mannequin out front and decorate him with your theme. So perhaps you have a jewelry store. Just decorate him out with all the big gold chains, whatever. We're going to have judges. We're going to give a prize, and also to a family if they want to. We're going to have a children's division if you want to decorate something as a child's display.
Perfect.
Yeah, so we're going to have judges go around from the chamber and stuff and judge those, and someone will win too.
Okay, once again, 38th Annual Michigan Brown Trout Festival at the Boat Harbor in Alpena, July 13th through 22nd. Get a booklet and find out everything, because we did not have time to even go through half of what's going on.
Or website.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Please stay tuned for Dr. Olin Joyton following these messages.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to Talk of the Town. I'm Olin Joyton, president of Alpena Community College. My guest this morning, welcome to the show, Mr. Joe MacMaster, or I can't resist this, down south we would say young master Joe MacMaster. Welcome to the show, Joe.
Well, thank you.
And you're being featured today because of a remarkable accomplishment that will come to completion August 3rd, as I understand it, that within about a 2-month time span, you will have not only graduated from Alpena High School, but also graduated with an Associate of Science degree in physics from Alpena Community College. So that's a pretty incredible double whammy.
One that was almost missed by me.
How did that happen?
Well, it was about 2 months before graduation. I was just looking at the AP credit thing on the ACC website and found that with all my AP credits from Alpena, plus the dual enrollment, that I would be only 10 credits short of graduation from ACC as opposed to like 15 or 20, which I originally thought.
So you came to kind of a late realization of how close you were.
Yeah.
And it would just take a little bit more effort over the summer, or maybe, well, I don't want to minimize the courses you're taking over the summer, but in a pretty short period of time, you could have the double graduation within a single summer.
Yes.
That's pretty cool. And so you mentioned AP, Advanced Placement Credit, and a combination of that plus dual credit. There may be some members of the audience that don't know the difference. How does AP work?
Well, it's through the high school. Like at the end of the year, you take a standardized test in that subject, and then you get your scores back in like late July. And like if you get a 4 or 5 out of 5, then like you'll get credit at most major state universities. Or if you get a 3, you'd get credit from ACC. So.
Okay, so and the teaching of AP classes at the high school is kind of upgraded. Do you have separate classes with only AP students in them at the high school?
But every AP teacher is a high school teacher.
Right, but able to teach an advanced level.
College level, yes.
Of college level curriculum, so that you're prepared for a test proving that you have what a college student who had finished that course would have in terms of learning and skill.
If you pass the test, then in some cases you get exempt from classes like at MSU, where I'll be going in the fall. Since I passed the AP Lit test with a 4, I am exempt from all freshman writing requirements and
Very
such.
Good. What other AP classes did you take at Alpena High School?
Sophomore year I took European history. Junior year AP government, psychology, and English language. And senior year just literature and composition.
So how many total AP credits did you accumulate?
It varies from school to school. Like each school has their own little policy, but
from how many went into ACC?
From ACC, not including Lit, which I don't know the results of yet, I would have 18 credit hours. 18 credit hours.
Imagine that. That's about a semester and a half of a standard load of 12 credit hours. That's really great. Any particular teachers at Alpena High School with these AP classes that did a particularly noteworthy job?
Well,
or you can name them all.
I'd say they all did good, like Mr. Stappa for AP Euro, Brighton Linton for government, Mrs. Doback for psych, Cook for Lang, and Mrs. Schultz for Lit. So.
No, well, that's great, and I want to thank the teachers at the high school for making those kinds of opportunities available to the students in this area. Now, with AP, you take an advanced curriculum, and then it's kind of a one-shot deal with that test, and everything.
Well, no, you can take the test more than once. You just can't take the class at the high school more than once.
Okay.
It's like if you don't pass the test the first time, you can take it again the next year.
Right.
If you are so inclined, though, that's not the best decision.
Good. Well, what about dual credit? How does that work?
Well, it can work in 2 ways. Like, one is that you could take college classes through the high school, and that the high school pays for the credit hours, and you get classes exempt from the high school to go to ACC to take classes. Or you could just enroll at ACC and take classes on your own and not have the high school pay for them. So.
In that case, you do have to show by a test, I guess in your sophomore year, that you're ready to do college level work starting in your junior year.
Or the ACT.
Right.
Which I took early in my junior year.
I see, okay. Very good. So by those 2 methods, you were able to accumulate probably 50 plus credits.
50 by the end of the spring semester.
Right. And then you had another 10 to go to reach the graduation.
Yes. I'm taking 12 right now.
That's great. Now, were you the kind of high school student who did nothing but study, or did you have some extracurricular activities worked in?
I had extracurriculars. I wasn't the person to just sit at home and study all the time. So
I believe you had some athletic activities. Was it basketball or soccer?
I was in both basketball and soccer, but I didn't really do those senior year because of the college classes.
Sure.
Pretty much sacrificed to those, but continued with music. So.
Great. And music, I know that you are learning how to play both regular guitar and bass guitar.
Drums and piano.
My goodness. You're going to be a one-man band if you don't watch out.
That was the idea.
That's great. That's great. If you picked up saxophone, trumpet, and singing, you could compete with Greg Adamus. So.
I don't know about the singing. I'll just pick up a different instrument.
There we go. You mentioned going to MSU this coming fall, where you're going to be a physics major or astrophysics?
Astrophysics.
What's the difference between physics and astro?
There's not much difference. Like about 2/3 of the major is the same. It's just with the astrophysics, I take astronomy classes as opposed to like engineering classes.
And so your ultimate goal is to be an astronomer, would that be correct?
Yes.
Very good. Well, congratulations. That's a high aspiration. You've succeeded already with a difficult curriculum, done very well. So that's an accomplishment to be proud of. Now, with already going to MSU with your associate's degree earned, that's going to be another 2 years or so at MSU for you to finish, or 2 or 3?
If I want to, I can graduate in as early as 2, but since I want to pursue a minor as well, I'd probably go for 3, along with the study abroad programs they offer. So.
Well, folks, imagine that, going off to college and the first 2 years already done. It's possible. Joe, you've exemplified that. So thank you very much for being a guest on the program this morning.
You're welcome.
And good luck to you at MSU.
Well, thank you.
This has been Talk of the Town with Nancy Smithem and Dr. Olin Joyton. For a list of events taking place in Northeast Michigan, visit our website at WBKB11.com and click on Community. This has been a Thunder Bay Broadcasting Corporation production.